Hi, good morning, guys. This is Jovelyn Yang Yang speaking. Today we will learn about perfect aspect. So, friends, romance, countrymen, lend to us your ears so that you can take most of it. Okay, firstly, perfect aspect will be introduced to you by my co-reporter here. Next is discussion about the combination of the perfect aspect with the three tenses, then some examples. I have been hoping, guys, that you will learn something from this. So, have fun watching and listening.
Today we will discuss about perfect aspect. What is perfect aspect? Perfect aspect is prior to time, so it means it has a relation or connection to time. Perfect aspect has three tenses, mainly the present, the future, and the past. I will be just going to give you a brief ideas about all these tenses. First, we begin present perfect tense. Present perfect tense expresses a situation that began in the past and continues up to present. So or we cannot use a specific time expression such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, one day, and etc. Instead, use unspecific time expression. Second, the past perfect tense. It expresses the idea that something occurred or something happened, resulted before another action in the past. It most likely has two ideas in a sentence. Lastly, the future perfect aspect. Future perfect aspect means something will occur or something will happen before action or before another action in the future. Like also in the past perfect aspect, future has also two ideas. One is the action that will happen and the other one is action in the future.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ethel speaking. I'll be discussing present perfect and past perfect tenses. We'll begin with present perfect tense. Present perfect is used to express a situation that began in the past and that continues to the present. A past action that has current relevance, action just completed, and with verbs in subordinate clauses of time or condition. You can also use present perfect to describe your experience, talk about change that has happened over a period of time, list the accomplishments of individuals and humanity, an action that is expected has not happened, and multiple actions at different times. Present perfect tense is a sentence structure of subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb. Interrogative sentences have a different form. That is, has or have plus subject plus past participle of the verb. Note, if the subject is he, she, it, singular or proper name, then the auxiliary verb has is used after the subject. If the subject is you, they, or plural, then auxiliary verb have is used after the subject. Before stating the examples, I will first give the different contractions. I've for I have, you've for you have, we've for we have, they've for they have, he's for he has, it's for it has. Negative contractions are the following: hasn't for has not, and haven't for have not. So here are the examples. These two examples here are present perfect that expresses a situation that began in the past and continues to the present. This is an example of a past action or event that has current relevance. These two sentences here are examples of actions that are just completed. Here are the other examples of present perfect tense. There are time expressions that are used to the present perfect tense. First is recently and lately. Recently is used for affirmative sentences while lately is used in negative sentences. For example, second is already and yet. Already denotes actions that have been completed, yet denotes actions not completed on present time but will be completed at some indefinite future time. For example, never and ever. Never is used with negative statements while ever is used with questions. The examples given are the following. That's all for the present perfect tense. Now let's proceed to the past perfect tense. Past perfect is used for an action or event completed in the past prior to some other past event, and in the subordinate clause of past conditional or imaginative events. To make it short, past perfect tense is used to denote the earlier of two past actions. It has a form of subject plus had plus past participle of the verb. Here is one example. The bell had rung when we entered the room. As you can see, there are two past events in the sentence. First is the bell had rung and we entered the room. The first event in the sentence is denoted among the two past events. These are the examples given from the book. Time expressions used with the past perfect tense include when, before, by the time, and after. However, the first three, the when, before, and by the time, are commonly used with a clause in the simple past, and after is used with a clause in the past perfect tense. Examples include That is all. I hope you learned something. Let us now listen to Val as she discusses the future perfect tense.
Hey guys, I'm Dan. I will be teaching you about the future perfect aspect. According to the book, the future aspect is used for future action or event that will be completed prior to a specific time and a state or action that will be completed in the future prior to some other time or event, near or distant. Simply put, it is a future action or event that will be finished before or when another specific action or event is completed. The basic structure of the future perfect aspect are the auxiliary verbs to mark the future, will or shall, which can be used in the negative form will not or shall not, plus the auxiliary verb have to mark the perfect tense and the past participle of the main verb. Take a look at the examples in your book on page 44. If it's not on page 44, check the pages before it. It seems that the paging for the book is different for every other person. I highlighted the main verb, auxiliaries, and the events. Looks very simple, right? I will give you two other examples. This time, I will show you contractions. I'll is a pretty valid word to use because it's simply a contraction of I will. Same as won't and shan't, as they are simply a contraction of will not and shall not. You can write future perfect sentences by writing the event or future action first. To make sure you understand better, I have changed the examples to look like the other way of writing future perfect sentences. Writing future perfect sentences in question or interrogative form is as simple as writing the declarative form. Take a look at these two examples. The first example is structured like the examples in the book. While the second example is structured like the examples I modified. Pretty simple, right? Let's move on to your next virtual teacher or teachers.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
Hi everyone! Today I am going to let you do an activity. The name of the activity is Skip and Answer. You will be grouped into 4. Each group will stand behind the line. There are answer sheets guarded by the people who are assigned to it. Before you can answer, you must skip with 1 foot and skip around the object in front of you. Then, you will run to the next task. Your next task is to answer the questions. After answering, run towards to the back of the line. The next person will do the same. The first group to finish will win and will be given plus points. Let's go back to the part where you will answer on the paper. If your answer is present perfect, write present perfect. If your answer is past perfect, write past perfect. If your answer is future perfect, write future perfect on the paper. But be sure it will be correct. Good luck!
And I would talk about the summary of the perfect aspect. And now, perfect aspect is divided into 3 parts: the present perfect, the past perfect, and the future perfect. Now, what is perfect aspect? Perfect aspect means looking in the past. And for now, I will talk about the present perfect. Present perfect is an past event that is continuing until now but is recently completed. Past perfect aspect is a past completed action prior to some perfect past action. Now, for example, I did not have any money because I lost my wallet. It is a past perfect aspect because it has had plus the loss or the past participle form of the verb. Now, for the future perfect, it is a future action which is already completed prior to some other future time. Now, for example, you will have perfected your English activity by the time you come. Now, why I say that it is a future perfect aspect? Because it will have plus the past participle form which is perfected. That's all.